the demo and everything, then we can take the
How do we know
questions.
you're live? We'll see that. No, there's a lag. So
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. How do we know you're live?
they will tell us. We're live.
Okay.
Yeah. Hi, good evening, everyone. This is a YouTube live session. We'll be interacting over each other using the chat option in the Zoom. So feel free to respond on that. I'm Ritvik from Talent Sprint, and I have my colleague Spurti also. She's the director for the Women Engineers program at Talent Sprint, and I also support in this program. So here we are to introduce a very interesting opportunity to all of you. I'm sure you would have gone through this over the news or the website or through your friends or through your colleges, but we'd like to use this session to communicate directly to you and explain everything about the opportunity, about what you have to do to get this opportunity, what all are the next steps, and what is the expectation, and how you can prepare for it. Yes, thank you. I think the chat is working. I have my chat here. I can look at your questions and we can respond to it. First, we would spend some time taking you through the program website because much of the information is there. We will tell you how you could apply on it. I'm sure some of you would have already applied and some of you would have gone to the next steps as well. But this is a webinar for all, so we'll spend a little bit time on how to apply as well. And once you apply, what is the next step and how you can proceed further. So that will be how the session will be. And in between, every now and then, we will look at the questions and we will respond to them. But much of the question responses will come towards end of what we'd like to present to you. So great. So we'll get started.
Yeah. So thank you, Ritvik, and a very good evening to all the viewers and all the students who have come to this live session today evening. I thank everybody to take out some time from the busy schedule and making it to this live session. So like Ritvik said, what we're going to do in this live session today is we're going to quickly run through the website and explain you a little bit about the application process and the eligibility criteria and a few other stuff, because 90% of the information or more than that is available on the website. So post that, I also want to give you a quick demo of the learning platform, because once you submit the application, that's where all the information, 100% of the next information on the selection test is over there, and we are getting a lot of questions about that. So I just want to quickly cover that as well. So I request all the students full attention to the next 20 minutes or so, because once you actually hear to whatever I am sharing, the next 20 minutes, 99% of your doubts will be cleared. All right, so let's get this started. I'm going to share my screen right now and take you through the website. Hope you can all see my screen. So as you know, Women Engineers program has started in 2019 with the intent of selecting and nurturing promising women talent to make it big in the tech world. And we have already 3 cohorts done in the past, and on the International Women's Day, 8th of March this year, we have announced the cohort 4 of the Women Engineers program, inviting 250 eligible women students, offering 100% fee scholarship, meaning there is no program fee. Additionally, all the selected 250 students get to avail a cash scholarship of 1 lakh rupees over a period of 2 years. So this program is spread over 2 years and it is an experiential program. This is not a program that only covers your technical training, but a holistic transformation program that is designed to enable you, all of you, and uplift the promising women talent in the promising women students to make it big in the tech industry and to get started with a great tech career in the corporate world. As you have seen, we have started it on the 8th of March, and today the application deadline is today, midnight, 11:59 p.m. post that which the applications are going to close. So we have already received thousands of applications so far. And if there are few of you who haven't yet applied to this program, I would urge you to take 5 minutes. It takes less than 5 minutes. You can do it as well from your mobile. So click on the apply now button on the website, and then please fill your application right now. As you have seen the timer on the website, only 6 hours or so is left for you to actually participate in this program. So do not delay it any further. If you haven't applied, please click on apply now and submit your application today. Now, as you know, this program is offered by Talent Sprint and supported by Google. There are engineers, the engineering leaders from Google who are completely invested in this program. So why this program? A little brief. As you know, women have been a great part of the technology world in the past. However, a recent survey says that women have lost ground in technology, and only a mere 29% or so women are representing, and this is only about early engineers. As you actually climb up the ladder, the percentage is further decreasing down. So with an intent to bridge this gender gap in the tech industry, Talent Sprint has initiated this WE program in 2019, like I said, and we have successfully done 3 cohorts. Cohort 1 of this program have been 100% placed with and started their careers with top tech companies, including Google. And they've been placed in 50 plus global companies, and with a not just a random compensation, but 150% higher compensation that actually is given to an early engineer in the market. And that's not all. The highest salary compensation from cohort 1 has been 54 lakhs per annum. And there's many more top tech companies, product companies that cohort 1 participants have joined post completing this program. And cohort 2 is definitely not far behind. They're taking giant strides, out of which 28 plus people have received Google offers from cohort 2. And the saga continues with cohort 3. We all see what is it that I am going to get. What is so special about this program? You will get, these are some of the points that I want you to focus on. You get to learn from the best, meaning top-notch faculty of Talent Sprint and industry experts, work on real-life projects, be a part of global hackathons, and definitely get to become a professional coder. You get to write clean and understandable code. Like I said, you get to start your career with top organizations in top tech companies, that includes Google. And you also get to join the Women Tech Makers community, which is an amazing community of thousands and millions of women who share the same passion and profession. Now, moving on. What's my investment? Any student has this typical question, and we're still getting so many questions about this. There is nothing that you need to invest in this program in terms of any monetary benefits, anything monetary. All we need you to focus is on your commitment in terms of your time and dedication to learn after you join this program. So you will be fully funded by Google. Like I said, 100% fee scholarship, no need to pay anything. It's absolutely free for you. And additionally, you also, all the 250 selected students will get a cash scholarship of 1 lakh rupees over a period of 2 years in different tranches. We have already covered how successful the past cohorts has been. And you also get to see the testimonials on the websites from our previous cohorts. These are the testimonials of 28 plus offers that have come from the cohort 2 students. And you all can, check out how impactful the WE journey has been for them. Let's also cover a little bit quickly about the eligibility criteria. Now, who is eligible for this program? A woman engineering student who loves the idea of a great tech career, currently in the first year of engineering, a woman student who should be currently in the first year of engineering, who will be entering their second year post exams this summer. Of course, pursuing BE, BTech, graduation streams being CSE, IT, ICE, ECE, EEE, applied maths, any computers as well as IT equivalent branches like artificial data science, communications, computers, business systems, all equivalent branches of CSE, IT are also eligible. And who should have a score above 70% or above in both 10th and 12th. So that's the basic eligibility criteria. Let's move on to how to enroll. Like I said, you just have to click on the apply now button, submit your application with your basic details. Once you submit an application, you will receive an email with credentials to the learning platform. I will also quickly take you through demo of that platform. Now, once you submit your application, you will have to participate in 4 selection tests as a part of the selection process. First being the aptitude test, followed by English test. The third test being the coding test, and the last being the interview. As a student who successfully clears all these 4 selection tests, will be offered to enroll into the program. Once an offer letter reaches to you, as a student, you need to finish your enrollment process within 2 days, and that will also be very simple. You don't have to worry anything, because your basic documents will be enough. So that's the process about how you enroll in this program. Also take a moment and then check out some inspiring stories about students, how they felt about participating in this B program and how impactful the journey has been. I also want to request all of you, if there's any questions, there is a lot of frequently asked questions, the FAQs that we have put on the website. Feel free to refer them. And if you still have any questions, you always can reach out, email us. There's an email here. It's we@talentsprint.com, women engineers @talentsprint.com. And you can also click on the WhatsApp icon and do a live chat with our education counselors and clear all your doubts. All right. I think now I've covered pretty much what's there on the website, and how to apply, and what's the enrollment process. Probably we'll take a 5 minutes quick break and take any questions, then move on to the platform demo.
Yeah. So there are questions like, can students from non-circuit branches also apply?
Like I said, the eligibility streams is any branches that are related to computer science and IT. So someone like a mining or a core chemical engineer, those streams are not eligible.
There are some questions about how do I book the test slot. Then there are also some questions like, if I missed the schedule test, then can I give it again?
All right. So then those doubts will get cleared once we take the platform demo.
Yes. I don't have a laptop. Can I write the test using mobile? So
if you don't have a laptop or a system, it is recommended you arrange an alternate system, because you need to actually share your screen, and mobile is not that friendly in terms of you taking the test. However, if you still can't arrange a system, you will still be able to take your exam on the mobile, but you need to do a thorough compatibility check before taking the test. However, I would request you to arrange a system, because though you can take the aptitude exam on mobile, you will need a system to take the subsequent English test. So it is better to arrange an alternate system.
What are the technical prerequisites? Then is coding language test is on which language?
All right. So technical prerequisites, as we all know that you're all engineering students, we don't need you to be experts in programming languages. Any basic programming knowledge, language knowledge is enough. There's other than that, there is no much prerequisite required. If you actually log into your learning platform, there's a lot of learning resources that we have provided. I'll just share all of that with you. And do not no need to worry about being an expert or having basic programming knowledge in one language. In the coding test, you will get to choose from C, C++, Java, or Python. Any one of these programming languages you can choose and attempt the test in any one language out of these 4 languages.
There are some students who are from biotechnology, biomedical engineering, so will they be eligible?
Yeah, unfortunately, those streams are not eligible, because we are actually looking for women engineers who will, who are ready to start their career into core software engineering roles.
So some questions are answered with that response.
Yeah, I think let's move on to the platform demo, Ritvik, and
sure.
Most of their questions again will get covered in that. So viewers, students, I'm just going to share the learning platform. Like I said,
I would suggest we'll just say what happens after they apply, or maybe
exactly.
How do they apply?
No, that's what. Sorry.
How the application window also, can we just show?
Okay, let's just show
the
application window. So yeah, let's quickly take you through what all is required for you to submit your application. You just have to fill in your basic details.
Give the support ID.
Yeah.
And 01415.
All right, and you just have to check your basic eligibility criteria. If you think you have all the eligibility criteria that's met, just click on Get ODP. You get an OTP to your mobile, and we just need to enter the 4-digit OTP code here. Like I said, this application process submission is very simple, students. You just can do it from your mobile. It takes less than 5 minutes. Do we have enough signal to get the OTP here?
The signal is a little low.
Okay. So I think that's about it. If you
We'll wait for the
yeah, no problem. So once you submit the OTP, you just move on to the next screen, wherein you just fill out your basic information about your college, your graduation stream, and then that's it. You submit your application. So once you successfully submit your application, what is the next step? The next step that you will receive is you will receive an email with login credentials to the learning platform. And what is that platform? It is the learn.v.talspin.com. You do not have to remember or worry about the URL, because like I said, it will be sent over an email. And how do I log in? Please, I request again your full attention here, because we are getting a lot of queries on how do I log in. So the basic username is your registered email ID, meaning whatever email that you have used to input while submitting your application, please make sure you use the same email ID as a username. Password being talent@123. So that's a password that is given to all the students, and the first time users can always reset the password. Make sure you remember the password if you are resetting your password, because if you actually forget, then it's a problem, and the account gets logged on multiple login failures. So either retain the password that is given to you over email, or reset the password and make sure you write it down or you store it somewhere and remember it. Okay, on successful logging in to the learning platform, you see a course, you automatically will be enrolled into a course called V-selection process. All you have to do is, and before we go there, if you have any questions, like I said, click here, and this is the email address, write to v@talspin.com, and you will get a response. You can also share this opportunity, read about V. Let's get into the selection process course. Right, if you actually see, all the 4 tests that are a part of the selection process are mentioned here with clear timelines. All right, the first step that you have to do, what is it that you have to do after submitting application? You make sure you log into this platform and you book your slot immediately, because the timeline is not far away and it closes on 17th. So you just have to click here to book your slot before you do anything. Now I'll let it load, and it actually shows you the slots that are available for the real test. Why am I saying real test? Because we have already given mock tests to make sure you take those tests, understand the pattern, the syllabus, everything of the aptitude test. Just give it a second, it's loading. So the first thing you do after logging in to this learning platform, I request all of you to book your preferred slot. There'll be a couple of options from the given dates. All you have to do is choose a slot and click on submit. Okay.
I think for all those students who have applied but not yet booked their test slot,
yeah,
the message is all the test slots are already open. So there are no further slots after that. So you have to book your test slot and complete the test for the slot that you've booked. So that's very important. The journey doesn't stop at applying. So
yes,
go to the next step, apply, book your test slot and complete it.
Yeah, I think this thing, let me go back. So yeah, like I said, just click on book your slot. You will have multiple options. Choose your preferred slot and book your slot. Once you do that, you will also get a confirmation email saying you have booked your slot on so and so date and so time. You'll also get a reminder email 24 hours before the test. And I request all of you to click on real test, which is the proctor test. And then you can click on the real test and take the test. So once you do the booking of your slot, what is the next step I recommend you to do? I recommend you to take the mock test. We have published 3 mock tests to ensure you don't have any doubts regarding the pattern of the questions. What is it that is being asked? So a student who actually takes all the 3 mock tests will be left with 0 questions on the pattern of the test, syllabus, you will not have anything to worry about how your real test is going to be. So please take the mock test immediately after you book your slot. Now, what are the proctoring setup instructions? So all the tests that you will have to take are being proctored, both system as well as manual. So just click on the proctoring setup instructions and do a quick system compatibility check, meaning is your webcam enabled, is your microphone working? So all the requirements that are needed for you to take the proctoring exam are clearly mentioned here. So do a mandatory system compatibility check before you actually do a real test. Do it a day before very well, or do it anytime well in advance the real test to ensure there is no technical glitches. Absolutely. So once you're clear with that, if there's any problem, you can always reach out to us by writing to us. If there is anything, you're good to go. You just have to click on the real test, which is the proctored test. It's a 60-minute test, and then finish the test. If there's any other information, what is the other information that you need to be aware of? Just click here and read all the information. Like I said, how many sections are there? What are the total marks? What is the duration? All of it is mentioned here. Please take time to read it thoroughly, carefully before you attempt your real test. All right, let's go back. So this is the first step for you to actually complete as soon as you finish your application. Like Ritvik mentioned, I'm again, I want to reiterate your, participation or your, whatever you do doesn't end with submission of application. What is important is to immediately log into this learning platform and book your slot. First thing that you'll have to do is choose a preferred slot for the aptitude test, book it. Next thing, take your mock test to understand the pattern of the exam. Read all the information, do a system compatibility check using instructions, and then start attempting the aptitude test. Now, what happens after I successfully complete the aptitude test? You will receive another email. If you are shortlisted in the aptitude test, you will proceed to the next selection test, which is the English test. And like I said, all the important information is already mentioned here. What's the pattern? There's a demo link, in fact, here on how to take the English test, everything. So your learning platform is your one-stop shop for you to look out for any information you need. Please take time to go through this platform thoroughly. And like I said, you will actually have 0 questions if you would have gone through all of this. So the next subsequent test is English test. And how do I know that I am shortlisted for this test? You will be intimated or informed over an email. Please look out for an email. Once you're selected for the English test, the next test is the coding test. These are the information that I was talking to you about. All the important information is here. Click on it. And somebody who is already taken the English test, because I know a few hundreds are being shortlisted and already informed about the English test, they can actually start preparing for their coding test. Please go through all the material that is available here, basis the language that you're comfortable with, and please start preparing yourselves. Once you do that, there are also mock tests for the coding test. Please take these mock tests, and these are not yet open because your booking slot is yet to be made available and there's time. So we will also let you know once your slots are available and when to book slot for your coding test. In the meantime, like I said, please go through all the information, all the materials that are available on this learning platform and start preparing for the coding test. If you feel you're well enough prepared, do and give the mock test. So once you are ready after giving the mock test, we will let you know when to book the slot and you can go ahead and book your slot. The last is the personal interview, which again will be only opened after the coding test is completed for all the students. So that's pretty much detailed information about all the examinations, about all the 4 selection tests which are the part of the process. Reiterating again, once you submit your application, don't stop there. Go to aptitude test, book your slot immediately, and then start preparing. Well, I think that was detailed enough, Ritvik. So I will take a pause here and take any more questions.
So there are some questions about the results of the test, like is there a cutoff or?
As in any competitive examination, how does that work? It all depends on the top marks scored by a student. So please, there's no cutoff that we can tell you in advance. It's a competitive exam. If you're shortlisted, like I said, please stay tuned. You will be informed over email about your progress to the next selection step.
So that means the important instruction is that all the applicants should keep checking their emails frequently for results being announced. So that's.
Yes, like I said, we want to treat you as professionals, complete professionals from day one. All your important information will be shared over email. Please keep checking your inbox and keep it as decluttered as possible.
There are some questions again on the system requirements. Webcam is a mandatory requirement.
Yeah. So webcam, microphone, both are mandatory. Like I said, for you to actually do a thorough system check, please click on the real test and click on proctoring setup instructions. You will automatically be able to check if your system is compatible or not. If there's any warnings that it gives, please fix those issues and do a system check again. Webcam and microphone are a mandatory because it's a proctored test. Did we cover pretty much all the questions? And I think I'll take one question about the slot reset, right? Due to some unforeseen circumstances, because of some emergencies or some network issues, if at any point of time, if you're not able to take your aptitude test in the slot that you have booked, please reach out to us, write an email to we@talentsprint.com explaining the situation, and we will reset your slot. You will be given a chance to go ahead and book the slot again and give the test. However, please take note that if you have participated in the test already, meaning you have attempted the test already, and then we have received your score, no reattempts will be given. For those who have not started or attempted the test at all, please write to us and you will be given a chance to rebook the slot from the slots that are available, and you can go ahead and give your aptitude test.
So there are some questions on, I think quite a few questions on how many days should they wait for the result?
You can actually, you will be informed well in advance in the timelines that are mentioned on the platform itself. So English test is still on 17th. We are actually looking for a day, maybe to probably after the 17th. So you can expect it in a couple of days. Like I said, by today, tomorrow, or 15th and 16th, you should be able to get it. And do not worry. I do not want you to worry about the English test because there is no slot booking that needs to be done for an English test. You will be given a duration, at least 2 days in full, and you will be able to take the test at any point of time in the duration. So do not worry about any slot or timings for the English test. You will be given enough duration and you will be able to complete it once you receive the email. Once you're shortlisted for the English test, you will be able to do it.
Some questions on the coding language knowledge still there.
I think we've covered that once. Again, I'll reiterate. We all know that you're first year engineering students. We don't want you to be experts already writing all the programs. That is not the expectation. Even if you attend any interviews in your second year, any organization will know that you are just a second year student, right? So what is expected of you is the ability, your commitment, your ability to learn. Your learning skills are more important and your basic programming knowledge is enough. So you do not have to worry about being an expert. And like I said, your coding test also facilitates you to choose any one of the 4 programming languages, being C, C++, Java, and Python. So you can choose any one of them and take your test. And if you have so many questions about what is it going to be the pattern of the test, click on coding test and take the mock test. That will give you an idea of the level of difficulty of how your real coding test is going to be. Any other questions?
I think there are some comments that saying that there are some errors while booking the slot and all.
No, so if you're not able to log into the platform, like I said, it's mostly because you have reset the password and you are not entering the right password. You're actually going with the initial password that is being given to you. So if your account gets blocked, don't worry, wait for 30 minutes. Your account automatically gets unblocked. And then you start with the forgot password feature, reset your password, try logging in. Once you log in, absolutely there shouldn't be any problems. And the second most thing, after you book your slot, I recommend you to do a thorough system compatibility check that will eliminate 99.9% of the problems that you might encounter in terms of your network or your system issues while actually taking the real test. So I want all the students, I request is to spend some quality time on the learning platform, read each and every instruction thoroughly. Like I said, once you are very thorough, you understand what is the action that is needed from your end, you will not face any difficulties. I'm saying it with confidence because thousands of students have already booked their slots, hundreds have already taken their aptitude test and on the way for the second selection test. Do we have any more questions, Ritvik?
Yes. I mean, different types of questions. So is it? I think maybe we should spend some more time back again about how we are envisioning the participants to join the process, and then how the 2-year journey also would look like for them.
Yeah, I think let's do that actually. I'm just going back again.
Some of the questions were like, my past interaction with the students, is it going to be online? How many hours per week?
Oh, I think that those are great questions, in fact.
Yeah.
So, V is a 2-year experiential program, dear students. And this program is spread over 2 years into different semesters, 4 different semesters over a period of 2 years. It's going to be completely an online program. However, if the nature cooperates and if COVID is in control, we might probably ask you to come for a quick boot camp while the starting of the program. However, subjected to COVID, right? So otherwise, this program is completely online and it is delivered over live, with live instructor. It's a live instructor led training that is delivered over the platform, the same platform of Talent Sprint. And you do not have to worry about the timings that are being, do not have to worry about the clash of timings that with your college, because this program is designed carefully that it doesn't, clash with your college timings. Your classes typically will be either the morning, early morning, or late evening to make sure, there's no clash with the college timings. All right. And how many classes per week? Again, a 90-minute session at the max for each session, and there will be at the max 3 sessions per week and not more than that. So please remember that when I say experiential program, this is a combination of instructor-led sessions, but also a lot of self-learning. Like we enable you to learn the technical capabilities, as well as we make you confident enough to learn anything that is being given to you. So that's the typical format of delivery as well as the schedule of the sessions per week. And be rest assured that it will not clash with your college timings. We have successfully been able to deliver this so very successfully for the past 3 cohorts, right? Training over 500 plus students over the 3 cohorts, and you do not have to worry about it. You can check with any of your seniors from your college and understand how student friendly this program is when it comes to the delivery bit of it. All right.
Yeah. So I think just the important things again for all of you to remember, the application link is very simple to remember. It's v.talentsprint.com. You visit the page, all the information is there on the website. Just click on apply now, enter your details, you'll get an OTP, submit the OTP, then go to the next page, then further details on your college profile and all. Then with that, your application is complete. Immediately after that, you get the login, go there, book your test slot, and practice before you give the test. Make full utilization of the content available there. So give that test with your best attempt, and you have to wait. The results are announced in a phase-wise manner. So it could take 1 day, it could take 3 days.
Yeah.
But those who get selected in that round get invited for the next round.
Yes.
So once you clear aptitude test, then you'll be invited for the English language test. Again, prepare before you give the test. And once you finish and get the result, then you go to the next round. If you don't know coding language, if your coding classes in your college are going to start later, don't worry. You still have a content available. It's your ability to learn coding that is being tested here. So whatever content you have, go through it, go through the practice test, get an idea of what you will be tested upon, and prepare for it and give your best. And if you're through that, then you'll be called for the personal interview, and we will know you better, and you will also know the program better. And if it all goes well and if you're invited to join, then you'll have 2 days to give a confirmation.
And you can successfully join the League of World-Class Software Engineers to be a part of the V Cohort 4, the prestigious program offered by Talent Sprint and supported by Google. And I think, thanks, Ritvik, you've pretty much covered all the points. I also wanted to focus on one last point, and do not worry about the test, the pattern, how difficult it is, because if you take the test, you will stand at 2 chances. Either you get selected or you don't get selected. But if you don't take the test, there's only one verdict that is available, which is ending up not being selected. So take the test, go through all the information on the learning platform. Like Ritvik said, give your best. And who knows, you might be next, joining us in the V Cohort 4.
It's great. So great to know. This is a wonderful opportunity. In the past, also, we've had participants from all over the country applying and getting selected. This is a real competition, but you have to start believing that you can also compete and you can give your best and you can be in this top 250. So get there, just enjoy the process as well. I'm sure that's when you give your best. So,
and once selected, not to forget, you will be a part of the prestigious cohort where you will have your peers coming from all the parts of India. Imagine 250 students coming from every nook and corner of the country, and imagine the pure learning that you can avail. You get to, you have access to an ambitious yet very, very supportive peer group. Imagine all of these 250 students end up working in different companies. Post becoming an employee, also imagine the amount of access you have to share the opportunities with each other, and the amount of learning that you can share with each other. So it's an amazing community of women engineering students who share similar passion and profession. And like Ritvik said, do not delay. There's only a few hours. The deadline is only a few hours away for application submission. So if you haven't submitted your application, please do it right away. And we are here to looking forward to invite you to the V Cohort 4.
One more thing I think you should do in this stage is, if you've not applied first, you should apply. You should also encourage your friends to apply. If you are somebody who are confident of yourself, you want to show that you are capable, then don't be scared of competition, right? So encourage everybody to apply, learn together, compete together. That's when we will all grow together. So please share this information, share this opportunity with all your friends, everybody you know who's eligible at least, so that they can also apply and participate in the selection process. So I think we've covered pretty much. I'm sure still there are many questions. We will not be able to answer every question now. We would suggest that you first apply and go through the content available. If you have any question which is not available in the content or in the instructions already given, so you can always write to us. We will definitely address each and every query. In this platform, again, there is just a non-stop set of questions coming up. So we may not be able to answer everyone. We would have missed a few, but please excuse us for that. Just go through what is there with you on your content. So that should be pretty comprehensive.
Yeah. Please submit your application if you haven't already. And if you have already submitted your application, log into the learning platform, book your slot, and proceed further. That's a request from us for now.
Okay. So on that note, I think we should say thank you all for joining.
Absolutely.
And we are really wishing all the best to each and every one of you, and to all your friends also for participating. So just go ahead, enjoy the process, give your best, learn, love to learn, and keep going.
Absolutely. Thanks, Ritvik. So V Cohort 4 is an invitation. It's an open invitation for all the first-year women engineering students to redefine their destiny, to recalibrate their careers, and sky is the limit. On that note, we are signing off from Talent Sprint. We would wait for you to invite to the prestigious Cohort 4 of the Women Engineers program offered by Talent Sprint and supported by Google. Thank you all. Have a great evening.
Bye-bye.
Bye.